Brandon Michael, Baller Enterprise, Baller Cigars. I want to tell a story about three strands of hair and the loss of influence. Okay? I'm out here sampling one of these new blends I got from turn on my heated jacket because it's cold in Texas. That's where I'm at right now. So I'm out here sampling one of these blends I got from the Dominican for my new cigar line, and just want to tell this story. This story is called "The Three Strands of Hair and the Lost Influence." It's a good cigar. So a strange dog came to a preacher's house, and its three sons immediately fell in love with the dog. It happened that there were three white hairs on the dog's tail. One day, an advertisement appeared in the newspaper about a lost dog that was very similar to the dog that came to the preacher's house. "In the presence of my three sons," said the minister, "we carefully separated the three white hairs on the dog's tail and pulled them out. The dog owner found that his dog had found a new home and came to take the dog back. The dog showed signs of recognizing the owner, so the owner was getting ready to take the dog home. Immediately, the preacher said, 'Didn't you say that the dog can be recognized by three white hairs on its tail?' The owner, unable to find the three white hairs, was forced to leave. The pastor said later, 'We still have the dog, but I lost my three children to Christ.' The children no longer believe in the faith held by the father. He does not practice what he preaches. The idea is, don't worry that the kids never listen to you. Worry that they are always watching you." Be a man of character. Be a man of virtue. Be a man of your word. If not for your sake, but for your family's sake, for your children's sake, for the sake of your children's children. This preacher could make millions of dollars and leave that to his family. That would be a fraction of the impact that a life of integrity could have left behind. Proverbs 2:20 says, "You will walk in the way of a good man and keep the paths of the righteous." The path you're on, the path I'm on, can be righteous, or it cannot be. The choice is yours which fork on that path you want to take. Now, let's say you are on a path that is not righteous. There is no shame. and turning around and going back to that fork and going in a different direction. That is good character. Good character makes righteous choices. Good character is not ashamed in saying, hey, I went down the wrong path, and turning it around. That's good character. And it takes constant maintenance to stay on that path, to keep on it, to keep down it. And it's a worthwhile aim. Even if, just like in that story, there might be a little bit of heartbreak and sadness in getting that dog back that you already fell in love with. That's a short-term pain for a long-term loss. So, don't hesitate to turn around if you're walking the wrong way. And those closest to you, your children, your wife, your friends, your family, they're watching your walk. Always testing, always watching to see if it's real or not. And you gotta also test your walk to make sure it's real. The way of a good man is a peculiar way. Don't always make sense to the man, don't always make sense to the people around you. But when you walk on that path and you're walking down in a certain direction, a certain aim, and you know the trajectory of your life and where you're leading your family and your children, it may not always make sense to them. But if it's a good aim, it's worth it to stay on it, to keep on it, to keep at it. So, watch your walk. And if you lose sight of your walk, you can always see where you're going by the path you're on. So, Baller Enterprise, cigars paired with purpose.